I do believe that there is a recipe for success. I think there is a recipe for getting what you want, whether that's to get out of a funk, get in the rhythm of something new, or setting out to accomplish something new that you want to achieve. I'm a little bit more to the script today because it's my first time back in the saddle in a little bit. But I think there's some important material in here, big time takeaways, stuff you can't find in the textbook, and it's definitely a recipe you want to follow. So we'll call this one persistence and perseverance. And I think step one in that recipe is you got to care about each moment of your day. And what that means is keeping your nose to the grindstone and developing a sense of tunnel vision, like a focus, a target on what you want, and then going all out to get that. Caring about each moment of your day means adhering to what makes you you and honoring the idea that it's going to take time and commitment to get to where you want to get. Things don't happen overnight. Big time changes don't happen overnight. Great things take time. Most people think it's, this can happen to me overnight. But really, people who are successful, they lay out a blueprint. They map out what they need to do, and they follow that script in order to go get it. I think a great way to visualize how things don't take place just overnight is listening to Kevin Hart's story. Him talk about how people think he just arrived overnight. Look at this Hollywood success. Look at this Hollywood celebrity. He just came out overnight and he's a big success. He talks about how he's got 19 plus years of the word no. People turning down, denying opportunities. But what he did was he maintained a sense of patience, persistence, and pursuing what he wanted, what he believed in over that time, and eventually things worked out. It doesn't happen overnight because you don't just get lucky. I don't believe the stars align and things come flying in your direction on a silver platter to work out for you. Luck is not something I truly believe in. I think luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Caring about each moment of your day. Marcus Aurelius put it in perspective a while back. He said, most people live life like they have 1,000 years to live. They spend their time horsing around, not pursuing what they were meant to pursue, and then before they know it, time runs out. Step two in the recipe is you got to tell yourself it's possible. I think this one is the bread and butter of everything. I wrote a post about this a while ago, believing that things are possible. I think people have the natural tendency to operate out of past-oriented thinking. Their basis for their future achievements stems from what they've already seen themselves do. The problem with this is you can't move forward with new frontiers if we're only basing future success off past achievements. This allows us to fall short, or it lets the voice of doubt slip in because we've already seen what we're capable of. We already know how far we can go or what we can handle because we've seen that. There's a motivational speaker I listen to named Les Brown. He talks about, he suggests that people operate out of a larger vision of themselves. I think that's so powerful. This is how you begin to strengthen your belief system, is telling yourself something is possible. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be small, it can be huge. But think about it. Telling yourself it's possible. Everything you've done up until now is a byproduct of what you once believed was possible. It's a recreation of what we believe we deserve, and it's our vision put to action. When we operate out of history, memories, things we've experienced, I think most people run the risk of falling short due to uncertainty. We have evidence of what we've done. We use our experiences and memories to determine what we can do next, and in that situation, we've already seen where we've been and what we're capable of. When that happens, we put off completing something new because we've already told ourselves that we can't even try this new thing. We can't even try to begin something new. It's not possible. Operating out of a larger vision of yourself and telling yourself it's possible not only strengthens your belief system, but I think it helps us to use our imagination and think creatively. And this trickles down into the next point. It helps us create a mental picture of what we want, and then it enables us to go all out and get it. So, first is you got to care about each moment of your day. And 2, reminding yourself that it's possible. Begin to strengthen your belief system. 3, and this is the last step, I think. You have to be willing to think outside the box. Think creatively, think uniquely, and don't let other people's voice of reason dissuade you from believing in what you believe is possible. Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about it. He goes, what is the purpose of being on this earth if all you want to do is be like everybody else and avoid trouble? He goes on to talk about how you have to be willing to break the rules, not the law, but break the rules. And it's important what he's saying there. Don't get it misconstrued. He's saying you have to be able to break the rules, not the law, but the rules. You have to be willing to think creatively and step outside the lines a little bit and draw your own path. While you're going around telling yourself it's possible, you're going to be gaining influence from other people. You got teachers, parents, friends, all these people telling you to be more realistic, or that can never happen, or you're wasting your time. But you have to maintain a sense of self-reliance. I think self-reliance is critical, and foster a sense of confidence and belief in your own ideas. I think this way. Just imagine if someone had told, or if Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, ironically I'm using those two together, if these people have quit when people told them it can't be done. So I'll leave you with this when it comes to being willing to think outside the box. Steve Jobs, a powerful speaker, he shares this quote that I think it resonates with me deeply. I hope some of you like it as much as I do. He says, "Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules and they have no respect for the status quo. You could quote them, disagree with them, glorify them, or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius, because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." Steve Jobs. So there's my recipe for success. It's patience, persistence. This video is called Persistence and Perseverance. Step 1, you got to care about every moment of your day. Stick to your core values. Pursue them at full speed. All gas, no brakes. 2, you got to tell yourself it's possible. 3, you have to be willing to think outside the box. Tell yourself it's possible. Strengthen your belief system. Think creatively and uniquely. You got it. Go forth and set the world on fire.